Okay, so for this video we're going to talk about the use of scales and scale factors. And scales, not measuring anything but or weighing anything, but in fact what we're doing with a scale is comparing two different quantities. Okay, so we're going to have different quantities with different units. So for example, a map. And a map often would say I have 1 inch on the map represents maybe 20 miles in actual distance. Okay, so my scale then is 1 inch to 20 miles. Okay. I could also say we have we're going to make a scale model of a memorial in Washington, D.C. And its pillars are 17 feet tall. And so I'm not going to make a model in feet, but I will make a model in inches. And if I make them, the model pillars are 5 inches tall, then the scale of the model is 1 inch to 3.4 feet. Right? And all we're doing is we're dividing 17 by 5. So we would say 5 to 17 is the same as 1 inch to 3.4. Okay? The other thing on this, though, sometimes we don't need a different units. Sometimes we can use the same units. And if I use the same units, then that's a scale factor. So that is different quantities with the same units. Often this is used to enlarge something that's small. So I could say, I have maybe an insect that is I don't know, say 10 millimeters in actual length. But I want to draw it bigger. So I'm going to draw it 30 millimeters. Length. Okay. So in this case, since the units are the same, I'm not going to have a scale per se. I'm going to have, so instead I could say 10 to 30. The millimeters they're both in millimeters. but this would equate then to 1 to 3, right? So I'm really just multiplying by 3. So my scale factor, oops, is 1 to 3. Or, yeah, sometimes somebody will just say just 3. Okay, meaning we're multiplying by that. Okay, so that is a synopsis of this. A couple more examples of how we might use it. Say we're designing a patio. Okay, so we have a patio. And the patio we want to be 16 feet by 14 feet. And I want to make a scale drawing of the patio. So I'm going to use a scale of 1/2 inch. That equals 4 feet. So that means I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 8 inches by 7 inches. Okay, I'm using a scale factor, or a scale of 1/2 to 4. So that means I divide each 1/2 inch, actually, so it wouldn't be that, right? Be different, 1/2 to 4. So I would have divide the 16 by 4. Multiplied by 1/2. Okay, so I would divide 16 by 4 is 4, times 1/2 is 2. And then the set 14, I also divide it by 4, multiplied by 1/2. And that would give me 7 times 1/2 is, or 14 divided by 4. I do that on the calculator real quick. I have 14 divided by 4 is 3.5 times 1/2 is 1.75 inches. Okay, so that's how that would work out. Okay, so my rectangle would be 2 inches by 1.75 inches using that scale factor. Okay. All right, so that should set us up so that we can do problems in class, and I'll see you then.